What's going on YouTube? Examples here, coming at you with a brand new video here on Destiny. But today is going to be something a little bit different. Today is not going to be a Crucible game. It's not going to be me playing in the Vanguard Strike playlist. It's me going to be decoding all of the stuff that I've just got for completing the missions in the newest DLC for obviously Destiny. I've done it with my Hunter. Today I sat there with my Titan and I played about an hour and a half, probably a little bit less than an hour and a half with my Titan, as you can see right here. I played that particular storyline with him today just to kind of get it out the way so I can bring you guys some content on not only my Hunter but on my other characters as well, which is obviously my Titan and my Warlock. I've done my Titan today, so I thought to myself, why not bring you guys a video where I decode all of the engrams that I picked up during the course of playing that storyline. When I picked up my first one, I thought to myself, I'm just going to keep hold of these, see how many I can accumulate, and once I've accumulated all the ones that I can, I will bring you guys a little bit of like an opening, I guess you could say, with regards to this. So let's get ahead, let's go on, and let's actually decode some of the stuff that I got for completing the actual storyline. Obviously this isn't for completing it, it's the drops that I get during the course of the storyline. I did end up getting one legendary engram which does have the possibility of getting an exotic item, and then the rest are just rares which obviously have the possibility of getting legendary items as well. I'm going to do the legendary engram last, but I'm going to open everything else first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it, then I'm going to compare it to what I've got, then go back and open the next thing, because I have heard rumours and I have been told that that can sometimes give you better equipment and better gear if you do that kind of thing rather than just opening everything at the same time. So the first thing we get is a Vigoth Type 0 chest plate or chest armor for my Guardian. It is a 328, it's nowhere near what I've got already, so I am going to get rid of that for the armor materials. And whilst I'm here, I'm just going to see what upgrades I can make to my subclass. So I have the ability, enemy fouled by your fire grant bones you agility and reload speed, stacks up to 3 times. I could potentially use that, but I don't really see myself putting it to much use. I feel like at the moment what I've got is the best for my particular playstyle with this particular subclass, so I will keep hold of that stuff. And obviously I've got the upgrades available for my arms, and I've also got some upgrades available for my boots as well, but I will go ahead and do those a little bit later on. Let's get back into what we're here for and get into the next piece of equipment to decode. So we have got a like a cloak style, it's not really a cloak, it's a sash, I guess you could say. This thing right like here where the like the cursor is, I guess that is what I've just done, and it's 327. It's better than what I've got right now, so I will actually put that on. Yes, okay, it's not a legendary, and I could potentially, in fact I probably will, I will put back on this one, and I will infuse what I've just got with this one here, because I feel like I'm not really going to use anything rare. I like to keep my items like legendary or above, unless they're like this item here, which is a 330 head armor. I could obviously infuse it into this helmet here, but I'm going to wait and see what the helmet engram gives me before I do that. But let's move on to the next thing there. Sorry, I just heard my phone vibrate. I apologize about that if you heard it in the background. So next thing here is another rare sash, or whatever you want to call it. It's a Titan mark, but I don't really want to call it a Titan mark. It doesn't really look like a Titan mark to me. 328, it's better than what I've got currently, but it's not like enough to warrant me going, yeah, I'll put that on, so I'll get rid of that one. Next one along here is another 5 mile mark. I didn't mean to press B there, so let's come back out. Let's go back into her, and I've just noticed there's a lot of people here right now, so that is something that I can actually get rid of once again. It's another 328, which I could have potentially put onto my Tarlo mark, and looking back on it, I should have really done so. But if I'm perfectly honest with you guys, I don't really play too much of the Vanguard side of things. In this particular game, I don't really play too many strikes. I know I should to get more gear, and I probably will, but obviously I'll do that off camera because I don't really want to bring you guys like boring gameplay, I guess you could say. So that's a 330. They're both 330, so technically I could keep hold of one and then infuse another one into the helmet I've just put on. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Let's infuse. Let's put on the newest one we just got into the head armor there. I do prefer the other helmet, this helmet here, like looks wise, but at the same time, as I said, I'm one of those types of guys that doesn't really wear even rare armor. In fact, I will get rid of that particular helmet there. So we're slowly but surely getting through all of our engrams here. Obviously there wasn't too many, but there was enough for me to make a video out of. So we get a scout rifle, I believe that is right there, 328 scout rifle. It's a lot better than my spare change, which I will probably infuse the Trax Divatayo, I think is how I pronounce that, into the spare change just to like boost that up. I could potentially put it into the bad juju, but the bad juju doesn't really gain much from doing so, so I'm going to leave that as it is for now. So next primary weapon is another scout rifle by the looks of things, and I just press B again, so we'll just go this way in. So that's a 328 as well. So I could technically actually infuse this hand cannon into this spare change and then get rid of the 2 scout rifles. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, solely because I don't really use hand cannons too much. Yes, I know they're really good in the player versus player aspect of the game, but when it comes to actually using hand cannons in the story modes and stuff, I don't really use them too much. So I will keep my spare change on for now. The bad juju is a nice gun, but the spare change, in my opinion, might actually be a little bit better for me to use going forward. So we've got 2 of our special weapon engrams to go, and then we've also got our legendary engram to pop open as well. So let's get back into it. Let's get these 2 special weapons out the way and see what we end up getting from this. So first is a shotgun. I do enjoy using shotguns. It's a 330. It's exactly the same level as my current shotgun, and it's a rare, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't need that. I've got one that's the same sort of level. A lot of you that have probably played Destiny for a long time are thinking to yourself, why are you getting rid of this stuff? You should keep it, you should do this, you should infuse it, whatever it may be. You're probably like biting yourself over the fact that I'm getting rid of a lot of this stuff. However, when it comes to playing this game, I don't really play it in the sense of a competitive aspect. I might do so in, like, not competitive, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really play it as my main game. If I have a main game to play, it is Halo, or it is Rainbow Six Siege, one of those two. So when I get rid of things, I don't really know what to get rid of, what to keep. But at the same time, I just feel like I get rid of the stuff I won't use. So that's one way to look at things, I guess. So final thing here is a Gauntlet engram. It is armor for my arms. Let's see if we can get anything exotic. If we don't, I'm not going to be too fussed. It's very, very rare to get an exotic item from a legendary engram. But if we do get one, I'll be very, very impressed. So let's open this up. And we end up getting just normal arms for our Guardian, which is fine. I will have a look at those and see what they're like compared to what I've got already equipped. So I've got 340 equipped and they're 333. I could infuse them into the Iron Companion gauntlets, increased reload speed of pulse rifles, increased reload speed of shotguns. They're pretty much exactly the same, except this reload speed increases shotguns, this increases pulse rifles, and if I'm perfectly honest with you guys, I don't really use the shotguns or the special weapons that much to honour keeping the other ones, so I will infuse that into these particular gauntlets right here, but I will put on the Days of Iron gauntlets that I picked up earlier on, which are my best gauntlets at the moment. But nevertheless, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. That's pretty much everything I wanted to do. I didn't really want to play a game in today's video just because I have been playing this game for a few hours now. Yes, okay, I've been playing the story mode, but I have been playing the game for a few hours, and therefore I thought to myself, why not just decode the stuff that I got from the story, and then we'll get back into the Crucible side of things, probably with my Titan in the next Destiny video you see from me. But nevertheless, as I said, that's going to do it for today. If you did enjoy the content, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more, and I shall see you in tomorrow's video.